Good morning, all my dear students. As you can see in the picture, the name of the chapter is chapter number 8, Buddha, a Great Preacher, which I already taught you, and I have already given you all the fill in the blanks, true, false. So today, let us start. Answer the following question in brief. So the first question, as you can see, is which are the four sights seen by Siddhartha? As I already explained you about the four sights which were seen by the Siddhartha, which changed his life. So the four sights seen by Siddhartha are as follows. The first one, as you can see in the picture, is written an old man, then a sick man, a dead body, and an ascetic. As you can see, I have given directly question number 4. So question number 2 and 3 are there. Need not to worry. So let us do question number 4 first. So what is the question? The question is, how did Gautama come to be known as Buddha? So how did Gautama come to be known as Buddha? So the answer is when Gautama sat under a peepal tree at Bodh Gaya and remained in meditation till he attained spiritual knowledge. The true light dawned on him and he became Buddha, or the enlightened one. Next one is question number 5. Where is Bodh Gaya? So we have to answer that where is Bodh Gaya and what is the importance of it. So where is Bodh Gaya and what is the importance of it, we have to write. So Bodh Gaya is in Bihar, and in Bodh Gaya under a peepal tree Buddha attained enlightenment. So this is the speciality of Bodh Gaya. Next, question number 6 is why are the teachings of Buddha called the middle path? So here we have to answer that why are the teachings of Buddha are called middle path. As while explaining the lesson, I already told you why the teachings of Buddha are known as middle path. So let us go through the answer. What is written? The teachings of Buddha is known as the middle path because he avoided extreme austerity as well as life of luxury. Now one new word is there, austerity. Now what is austerity? Let me explain you. Austerity is kind of like gone into sannyas or become a tyagi or become a complete sage. So the teaching of Buddha is known as the middle path because he avoided extreme austerity as well as a life of luxury. So this is question number 6. Now question number 2, as I told you, we will be doing it. So question number 2 is what are the similarities between Jainism and Buddhism? Here you have to write what are the similarities between Jainism and Buddhism. So the similarities between Jainism and Buddhism are as follows, such as the first one is both Mahavira, who is the founder of Jainism, and Gautama Buddha. Gautama Buddha was the founder of Buddhism. So both Mahavira and Gautam Buddha were Kshatriyas. They both are from Kshatriya clan or caste, you can say. The second one is B. Both were in favor of ahimsa or non-violence. So both Mahavira as well as Gautam Buddha are in the favor of ahimsa or non-violence. Number C is both opposed the caste systems. So both of them, Mahavira as well as Gautam Buddha, opposed the caste system. Next, question number 3, as you can see in the picture, what are the differences between the Jainism and Buddhism? Just now we have discussed about the similarities of Jainism and Buddhism. So here we will be discussing about the differences between Jainism and Buddhism. So the difference between the Jainism and Buddhism are as follows. The first one is number A. Mahavira did not believe in the existence of God, while Buddha remained silent about this. So the first difference is Mahavira, Lord Mahavira did not believe in the existence of God, but Buddha used to remain silent about this topic or about the existence of God. Next, number B is Jainism believed in the hard penance. It means he believed in hard work, while Buddhism followed the middle part. Hard penance doesn't mean hard work here. Hard penance means, as I told you, about austerity. So here penance means to become a tyagi or become a sannyasi kind of thing. Okay, complete sage. So Jainism believed in the hard penance, while Buddhism followed the middle path. Buddhism used to follow the middle path. So about middle path I already explained you in the last question. C is Buddhism spread beyond India while Jainism remained only in India. So Buddhism spread beyond India. It goes to foreign countries. As you can see nowadays, it is in China, then North Korea, South Korea, Indonesia, Singapore, as well as Sri Lanka. You can see lots of Buddhist people are there, but Jainism remain only in India. So these are the question answer which I have given you today. I hope you people will do it properly.